Hello everyone and welcome, I'm Kiv, your favorite degenerate, and today, I called it. I freaking called it. I knew it was gonna happen. So, a while back, I made a video talking about vehicle destruction in Halo, and how some vehicles would have certain parts that you would be able to destroy as kind of like a step-by-step process to help you destroy them faster than others. So, I think that has been proven correct with this new multiplayer reveal. So let's get right into it. So to start with, the Warthog is where all of this is mostly based off because it is such an iconic vehicle that it's been featured in a fair few of what we've seen already for the game, and because of that, I think we've got enough to say there's a couple of things that you can use to help destroy one. Now, in the new reveal, we saw a few scenes where Warthogs were getting shot at. The first one is when a spiker is used to send one over a cliff. Now, obviously, as you can see quite clearly, the Warthog is not destroyed. However, the spike manages to hit the front end and actually knocks the hood off the Warthog as it falls over the cliff. So let's play that in slow-mo so you guys can see the vehicle breaking apart. So yep, the hood falls off, and then also the back end of the Warthog behind the turret falls off with the fuel canisters as well. So this looks to be like an area that is very easily damaged, and I called it in my original video that the fuel canisters may be destroyable, and they could also be a way for you to damage the gunner on the Warthog a slight amount. During the big team battle moment of the reveal, you also notice that when the Spartans in the Warthog are driving away with the flag, that the Warthog actually does continue to fall apart from the Wasp shooting at them. So when they initially get the flag, you notice that they have the back end with the fuel canisters on the back. However, just before they make their jump, you can also see that the fuel canisters are no longer there. And I've highlighted that so it's quite easy to see the difference between the two. One of the things I just don't know is if this is more so related to where it has been shot, or if it is related to how much damage the vehicle has taken, or if it's a mixture of the both. Because in the first scene, the spiker causes the hood and the back end of the Warthog to break down, but in the flag run scene, it actually happens on two separate occasions because of a small amount of damage, so it's hard to say. In the flag run, there's a couple of shots from a ghost which seem to knock off the hood, but then later on a couple of shots from a wasp which knock off the back. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. We already know from the campaign reveal that the tires are going to be destructible, but it looks as if they are going to be much harder to destroy than normal. And understandably, your Warthog's not going to drive around like how it normally would. It's going to handle differently. And it's going to have what they are calling a doomed state. So beyond a certain point, it is going to just explode if it's been on fire for long enough, which makes sense. So I bet everyone's next question is going to be, what about the other vehicles? Well, by going through things one frame at a time when a vehicle is involved, I've managed to notice a few other things. We don't have a whole lot of specific gameplay with the Razorback, but it's been introduced to us with the idea of it being a heavy-duty support vehicle, because it doesn't have a turret, but it can fit 4 players on it, and it has a slot that you can either store a weapon or the objective itself. So, it's definitely a pretty ideal vehicle to run a flag with in big team battle. It was in the initial multiplayer reveal driving around in the bottom corner of the screen, and I would say with a good amount of certainty that this thing can probably take a rocket to the face and keep going. As far as other vehicles go, this Ghost loses its left-hand side front panel, and I'm not sure if that's what causes it to kind of curve to the left a bit. When talking about the game, Quinn Del Hoyo did say that when a Warthog loses a tire, it's going to handle differently, so I think it's a pretty safe bet to say other vehicles are going to be similar to that. And I think that's what's going on here. Losing the left panel is causing it to drift in that direction. And that does support the idea that I had a while back that, for example, with a Banshee, when you lose a wing, it's going to just kind of pull you in a certain direction and be more difficult to fly. This ghost over here gets destroyed by a UNSC rocket from the looks of it, and it's completely destroyed. You can only ever so slightly see whatever's left of it, but there's not a whole lot. And then similar sort of stuff once again with wasps, so a scorpion destroys a wasp in one shot, and then the same thing goes with a rocket off of a normal Spartan into a wasp, so it doesn't look as if these have been damaged too significantly before they get destroyed. Lastly, we don't know what happens to this mongoose after you throw the fusion coil at it. Normally, I would just straight up assume that it's going to kill the people on the mongoose and explode and destroy the mongoose. However, looking at this clip over here, it seems that fusion coils have been toned down a little bit, and it's going to be enough to take out someone's shields, but not kill them outright, because it would be pretty overpowered if you could cross-map fling a fusion coil at someone. So I think it might not be enough. But that's basically what we can confirm from this reveal so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know, and I'll see you all on the next one. I've been Kiv, and I'm out.